Hey guys, it's DJ Wolf here. You know, just coming home on my way from choir rehearsal, right? And they asked me to lay down the prayer, closing prayer. I didn't realize I had it in me like that. Maybe I was just thinking about something. Maybe there's a calling for me to become a deacon, man. I mean, I was asked before by the pastor last year, and I might seriously look into it. I just gotta stop being so much of a heathen and stop cursing and stuff, But I don't know. I'm gonna learn to do those kind of things here. Why people still continue to want to drive like they're losing their minds out here? Yeah, get out of my dang way. For you actually maybe go out of my religion. People continue to do that. And I'm like, I'm not going to be driving no 85 because you're in a hurry. It's not happening. But anyway, I just kind of feel like, maybe I am. I don't know. I mean, I've been told this before. Maybe there is a higher call. I mean, I think that sometimes I feel like I'm in a very humble mood. And then sometimes I'll be off of that, I don't even want to go into it right now, but it made me realize maybe I'm more leaning towards try to lean in life. Maybe I'm becoming more of what the spiritual more than I am. Maybe I'm a lot more spiritual than I give myself credit for. Because I had a woman. As a matter of fact, I had a woman who worked at an office that I supported one time, many years ago. Older woman, really nice lady. We talked all the time. She was like a grandmother that I never knew. Seriously, I really meant she really had a very spiritual, soulful heart, man. And she made me realize after what I did tonight that maybe she was right. And the bad part about it was she wasn't the first person to tell me that. My ex-girlfriend years ago told me a pastor told her that. Yeah, back in the 80s, and I was dating her, and I was a heathen, big time heathen then. But that's another whole story. That was another whole part of my life that was then. And it made me realize maybe I do. I don't know. Maybe it's something I don't realize that I had that I probably have, and I don't realize that I had it. But I guess it's good for me to realize maybe I'm more, like I said again, more spiritually enhanced than I realize, and maybe I can enhance on my spirituality. I thought about that, and maybe that's also the reason why the pastor about a year ago asked me about thinking about becoming a deacon, and I may actually really consider it. And I actually bought 2 books. I got to find those 2 books, matter of fact, on it, because it's something I'm considering. I was also considering taking some theological courses as well, and that still might hold true, because you always, matter of fact, CNN, I just realized they got a thing called Finding Jesus. I gotta look that up, because I want to see that. And because I've always been fascinated with Jesus' life anyway, the life of Jesus Christ. I've always been fascinated with that. Anything to do with anything either of nostalgia or that era, I've always been fascinated by stuff like that for many, many, many years. So there's nothing new under the sun for me. What is with these people driving like they losing their damn minds out here, for real? Dude, you gonna slow that dang on car down? You about to get in big trouble with me, son. It just amazes me, man. So, what's with this traffic tonight, man? People in a rush hurry. That was one of the things I talked about. But before I get to that subject, I just realizing something, man. People, I don't know what. Well, let me talk about one thing first, and we talk about the other thing, because, well, I know for certain by tomorrow night I'm going to do a major podcast, because I hadn't done a major live podcast in quite some time, and I got a lot of ground to cover. I was trying to call my brother a little while ago to see if we could schedule it for tomorrow night, but there's times where I try to call him and he don't answer the phone, so that's another whole story. I really would like to get back on, because we do got a lot to talk about. I wish I had called him last weekend. Maybe I'll try to catch him tomorrow night and see if he's on it. Because one of the things that I've always said, there's so much hate in this world, man. If there was more love, better, more understanding between people, man, not only just among the races, but among our own race. You know, we got issues within our own communities as African Americans. And you got factions of people who don't even like each other. Light skin don't like dark skin. Skinny don't like fat. You know, muscle versus weak. You know, gangster versus non-gangster. You know, good versus bad. You know, we got all them factions within our community that just go against each other so bad that we're in a disarray. You know, and I was thinking about that, and I think that's where my spirituality come in. And I may be working on doing that. I'll back to what I was talking about earlier. I was thinking about taking a couple of theological classes, but I had to get in the mind, body, and spirit. I may even look to take a full course, maybe looking at doing it, because it's never too late to make change, man, in your life, especially for the better, particularly for the better. And I thought about that. Maybe it's something I should start seriously considering. You know, I was talking about one of my colleagues actually is going to move on today, and I got two others is going to, and looking at it, are going to retire. So, and we're all roughly almost this, maybe 5 or 6, 7 years between ages, and I'm like right within their range. We're all in their 50s or late 50s, and I'm like, maybe it's time I look into something that I want to do. You know, that I really want to do. Still want to do the video thing, because I think with what I want to do, the video thing is going to still tie in with the podcast and as well as this, which is hence one of the reasons I created the Love Matter channel in the first place. You know, to talk about the evil ways of this world, man. How people just don't take the time to care anymore. You know, that to me, that's one of the things that really bothers me anymore about this world, man. People don't take the time to care. All they do is rush, hurry, bully, and shoot to kill. You know, nobody take the time to care, to discuss, to talk. You know, it's one of the things sometimes I can honestly say as a man, and I'm very secure in my manhood, I actually cry about, because it was when I actually did the closing prayer at our church. One of the things that I actually mentioned was about thinking about those less fortunate than us, the sick, the homeless, the children. You know, those are some of the people that I realize, I know that this so-called administration don't give a fuck about anymore. Excuse my French, I had to go out for a second for that. They don't care. He's talking about making cuts. I forgot how much the cuts was, but it's on one of my other podcasts talking about Trump's cuts. He don't care. I was listening to a satellite radio, one of my favorite satellite radio shows, and they played an excerpt from something. I don't know where it was, from Sesame Street or some other program, where they actually was interviewing Elmo. And Elmo they were talking about telling Elmo that he was about to be laid off, fired from Sesame Street. And even though I know it was just a skit, and I know it's a grown man playing Elmo, and he was talking about how long he had been on Sesame Street. And he was on. I didn't realize Elmo had been on Sesame Street over 32 years, and it was on that long. And even though I heard it and I knew it was, you know, it was for a slight comic effect, for some strange reason it broke my heart. I don't know why, but it did. Because I grew up on Sesame Street. I learned a lot of different things on Sesame Street growing up as a child. What are these fools doing out here tonight? What was it, the speed racing? These people are nuts. These people lose their damn mind right here. And if you hit me, that shit fucking ass. Look, of course he drive the daggone Charger. Really? I don't even know what the fuck these people scream about. I don't know what the hell these people be in a rush for. I really seriously don't. And I should have been going fast as I was going, but he going fast me. Anyway, like I said, Sesame Street was very important to me. Before I knew anything about school, before I even knew about preschool, I knew about Sesame Street. Sesame Street was the one that got me prepared for preschool in 1968, 69. You know, like I said, before I knew about anything, I knew about Sesame Street. Before I even went to public school. That's how important this show was and is for generations of children, and for generations of children to come, barring that it doesn't fully get cut off TV. Now, what was mentioned on the satellite radio program I listened to was also the fact, and I've been knowing this for about the last 15 years. That's been a while. HBO actually has owned the rights, the commercial broadcast rights to Sesame Street, which is and I've seen it a few times on there too. And what's this fool doing? He did over there just to make a turnaround corner. And like somebody was saying, public broadcasting is for the people, and that's how it's been for the last 50 years. And it's something that was, of course, allow people to see those kind of programs for free. Now's a chance they may not see as much. That's what hurts, man. And there are a number of people who don't have cable, although in 2017, I don't know anybody who don't have cable, rich or poor. You know, that's another whole story. But nevertheless, you know, when they said public broadcast was going to be cut, it's just like, man, really? Right? They're practically trying to eradicate it. I'm like, I don't think this is a good idea. You know? And that leads me to my last subject for the night, is talking about this. All these cuts are really for pork barrel spending. We all know that. And or somebody saying the rich are getting rich and the poor are getting poor. And it seems like there's no end to it. You know? There seems to be no end to that. And the only thing, and they try to rationalize why they're doing it. You know, I think the one guy said something about somehow poor mothers in Detroit ain't gonna worry about. I said, yeah, they do, for the kids to learn. You know, you don't know what they're thinking. You know, you're just gonna make the cuts without getting people's opinions of what they feel is needed in this country, and you worry about a fucking border that they've been going around for many years. We had border patrols as long as we had a border. Now you want to put up a freaking wall. For what? You ain't gonna stop the people from trying to go across the border. It's just the dumbest thing ever. All it is a cover to take their money and do some pork barrel spending. That's all this is about. It's a scam. And I'm gonna say it. Yes, I said it. I feel that this thing about this wall is a scam. That's just me. That's my take on it. I personally feel that. You know, you're going to call yourself the people's president, and you're going to take this money, cut all these important programs where it matters to people the most, and leave them high and dry to rot in hell. You know, in other words, you just say, "Go, hey, fuck them." You know, for something really that to me is more of a cover than anything else. Yeah, I said it because it's true. At least the truth in my heart, anyway. Who does that? Who said to take the money and mouth out of babies and people who actually work their ass off for the savings just so you can satisfy a need that's unnecessary? That's what pissed me off. This is why people lose respect for people like that, because of the sheer hate of the evil that men do. That's all I got to say about it. This is DJ Wolf. I'm hoping to get my Blog Talk Radio show back on tomorrow night. I was going to do it tonight. I'm running a little late, and so it ain't likely tonight. But more likely tonight, tomorrow night, and I'll be able to get it in hopefully early enough that I can do it the way I want to do it tonight. So, with that in mind, this is DJ Wolf. Of course, questions and comments as usual, always for RTA TV, on YouTube, for RTA on Twitter, DJ Wolf online at yahoo.com, and of course on Facebook. Facebook, that's right. Facebook Live. DJ Wolf Live on Facebook. Talk to you guys later.